Hey y'all, it's me. I've come back with another video. Um, so I wanted to just jump right into it. So I thought something that might be a question that I would like to propose or put out there. What do you guys think about the whole with MBTI, but that people match better with certain people, personality types match better with other certain personality types? Now we can see that in friendship and romantic relationships, but um, some people take it more seriously, where they're just like, and some people it's just like more of like a fun thing to know like who you click with better. But I feel like I used to be kind of like one of that like, oh, not take it seriously as far as, but I do feel like there was a lot of truth in like how people do relate to each other just because the way we think or like the way we act according to our personalities. I do think there is some truth to it, but I know that I guess it's just like there are some people who really take it as like the Bible, like you should not be paired up with this person just because it's not gonna work, or it's just blah, blah, blah. But it's like you never know, and I feel like I've heard about some interesting like pairings that you would never think would pair up together. So yeah, I guess that was just like a question that I have, like, do you guys think that certain personality types do fit better? Do you think that there's only one other personality type that really um is better than the rest? Like, for example, I mean better than the rest for like your personality type. So for example, INFJ, do you think like there's one personality MBTI type that fits well with INFJ? Now I've heard ENFJ, I've heard ENFP, even INFP, INTJ. But do you think like, oh, out of those, do you think there's just one? So, for anyone who is a different type, like if you're ENFP, do you think that there's one type that really is like you get along with, other people, but there's this one that seals the deal for you? So, yeah, that was a question that I had, and I just thought that would be interesting to know. Um, I guess it's some people may say like, oh, it's like the zodiac sign, but I feel like I don't know. Is it different? Do some people compare MBTI to like astrology? Do you think they're different? And yeah, I just was curious. But again, for me personally, finding out about MBTI as far as like INFJ, I personally have, it made me understand why I do get along with certain people more, and not even get along. Let's just say, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess our brains kind of click together, which kind of leads me to my other topic that I may make this another video, but my other topic was just communication styles between people. Um, Sometimes it's easier to communicate with certain people versus others. Like there's it's making me think like I have some people that I feel like I could say something or even give them a look and they understand like no explanation, whereas like some other people, which is very few, like I would say like this one person in particular where I was having a conversation with them, and she's older than me, so like a lot older than me, like she's like you know older, has but anyway, so I'm just saying that to put that in perspective. Like she's not like a child where you're still developing mentally, your brain is still developing. But this this woman, she's really nice and everything, and I've known her for quite some time. But I noticed with her, and she's very nice, but I noticed with her I have to say things multiple times in different ways so she can understand what I'm saying. But with other people, I don't have to do that. But with her, and it's not because like people aren't intelligent or anything. Again, I think there is a difference in communication styles too. Um I've noticed even with some sensing types, sensors, I have to adjust the way that I communicate with them so that they understand what I'm trying to say. Because what happens is like with this lady in particular, and actually another friend of mine, it's like she's trying to understand what I'm saying, but it ends up being like misinterpreted still. So then I'll say it again. I'll like I have to break it down in different ways or different like give an example. And even with that, it's just like it can be frustrating for like someone who's an INFJ who are very intuitive, where someone who's the opposite of them, maybe like a sensor. And again, this is not to downput sensors because I'm sure they have the same frustrations within types, you know, like I think it can just be sometimes frustrating because you're thinking like, oh, I'm hoping this person understands, but they don't. And it's just more of a communication thing. Um, but I think the fact that if both people are willing to try to understand the other person's point of view, like I think that's the important thing to look at because they're really trying and they're really trying to like, you know, be on your side or trying to understand in a positive way, you know. So it's okay, you know, sometimes you just have to have patience when communicating with certain personality types or people who have like a dominant function that's the opposite of your function, because it can be a little like yeah. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. So with all that said, like do you think there are certain people that you feel like you mesh better with as far as MBTI? And I have discovered like, and maybe it's just like just growing, you know, as a person, you kind of feel like who is more compatible with you, even just as far as like you know, friendships and everything, like how you guys really like connect. It's almost like when somebody says like, "Oh, your soulmate," or you like that. Usually, when people refer to that, that's something that like the person understands you. Not saying that you guys will ever disagree, you know, as humans, you know, but it's just saying like I connect with this person, everything just falls into place, or this person really understands me inherently, not just knows facts about me, but they actually understand my soul. That's what people really mean. So yeah, I yeah, I just thought that was interesting. So yeah, please comment and tell me. I just want to know like other people's thoughts too. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.